Welcome to today's video, Breaking Barriers, the remarkable journey of David Harper. This is a story of grit, resilience, and determination, as we follow the incredible journey of a man who refused to let obstacles hold him back. David's story is a testament to the fact that, with the right mindset and relentless perseverance, you can achieve what seems impossible. David Harper grew up in a working-class neighborhood, where opportunities were few and far between. His family didn't have much, but they instilled in him a strong work ethic and the belief that if he wanted something badly enough, he would have to work for it. From an early age, David was passionate about sports, particularly running. He loved the freedom and exhilaration that came with pushing his body to its limits, racing down the track with nothing but the wind in his face. But life wasn't always kind to David. When he was in high school, he was involved in a serious car accident that left him with a broken leg and extensive injuries. The doctors told him that he would likely never run again, and even walking without a limp would be a challenge. For someone whose entire identity had been wrapped up in his athleticism, this news was devastating. David spent months in physical therapy, battling both the physical pain and the emotional toll the injury took on him. There were days when he felt like giving up, days when he doubted whether life would ever return to normal. But somewhere deep inside him, there was a flicker of hope. He refused to accept the doctor's prognosis as the final word on his future. He couldn't let this injury define him. David decided to focus on what he could control: his mindset and his determination to recover. He pushed himself in therapy, going beyond what the doctors expected. He spent hours each day working on his rehabilitation exercises, determined not just to walk again, but to run. It wasn't easy. Every step forward felt like a battle, but David never backed down from a challenge. Months turned into years, and slowly but surely, David's body began to heal. The limp that once seemed permanent started to fade, and he found himself running short distances again. But David wasn't satisfied with just running. He wanted to compete. Against all odds, he trained for a local 10K race. When race day came, David wasn't at the front of the pack, but the mere fact that he was there, running alongside other athletes, was a victory in itself. After crossing the finish line, David felt a surge of emotion. He had done what everyone told him was impossible. But his journey wasn't over. The taste of that small victory fueled an even bigger ambition. He set his sights on becoming a professional athlete. David's decision wasn't met with much encouragement. Friends, family, and even coaches told him that he was setting himself up for failure. The odds of becoming a professional runner, especially after his injury, were slim to none. But David didn't listen. He had already proven the doubters wrong once, and he was determined to do it again. He dedicated his life to training. Every morning, before the sun even rose, David was out on the track, pushing his body harder and harder. He studied nutrition, mental toughness, and every aspect of athletic performance. He sacrificed nights out with friends, sleep, and personal comfort in pursuit of his dream. And even though progress was slow, he never let the setbacks stop him. David began competing in local races, then regional ones, slowly working his way up the ranks. He wasn't the fastest or the most talented runner, but he was the hardest worker. He learned that in the world of sports, talent might get you noticed, but hard work and perseverance are what keep you going. Years later, David's persistence paid off. He qualified for a national race, a stepping stone to his ultimate goal of competing professionally. The night before the race, David reflected on how far he had come. The kid who was told he'd never run again was about to compete on a national stage. But for David, the race wasn't just about winning. It was about proving to himself, and to everyone who ever doubted him, that he could achieve the impossible. The race was grueling, But David ran with everything he had. And though he didn't place first, he crossed the finish line with a personal best time, securing his spot as a professional athlete. In that moment, David knew he had achieved something far greater than any trophy or medal could represent. He had broken through the barriers that life had thrown at him, and he had come out stronger on the other side. David Harper's story is one of overcoming adversity, but it's also about the power of believing in yourself when no one else does. His journey shows us that life's greatest challenges often lead to our greatest triumphs. It's not about never failing. It's about refusing to let failure define you. David taught us that with determination, resilience, and the will to keep pushing forward, we can rise above any obstacle and achieve our dreams. As David's career grew, he became a source of inspiration to countless others who faced similar challenges. He spoke at schools, hospitals, and sports camps, sharing his story and encouraging others to never give up, no matter how impossible their situation might seem. His message was simple: don't let anyone else's limitations define your future. Over the years, David collected countless accolades and accomplishments. But he always said that his proudest achievement wasn't any race he'd won or record he'd broken. It was the moment he decided to get back up after his accident, to fight for his dreams when the world told him to stop. That decision, he believed, was what led him to everything that followed. As we come to the end of David's story, let this be a reminder to all of us. Life will throw obstacles in your way, sometimes big, sometimes small, but it's how you respond that matters. Will you let them stop you, or will you find a way to break through? David Harper showed us that when you refuse to give up, even the most daunting barriers can be overcome. So whatever you're facing today, remember David's journey. You have the strength to overcome any challenge, as long as you believe in yourself and refuse to quit. The road may be long and difficult, but the rewards of perseverance are worth every step. Thank you for watching today's video. Remember, success isn't just about what you achieve, it's about the battles you fight along the way. Stay strong, keep pushing forward, and never let anything stand in the way of your dreams.